as you grow older, we just tend to change from one particular character that you know yourself with to a particular character that you don't even know how it came into existence. You just tend to not even know who you are anymore. And let me tell you the truth, it is common among the 20s. And that's why I brought this topic. It's not you, it's your 20s. Hey, welcome back to this channel. My name is Arinola. In case you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Please don't make it your last time. Subscribe to this channel. Let's have fun. Share my videos, share my links, like this video, leave a comment. And if you're a returning subscriber, oh my god, thank you so much for coming back. I will endeavor to make this channel beautiful and nice for you to watch. So stick around, stick around. Today, as I said before, we're going to be talking about things that are like, it's not you, it's your 20s. And number one I have here is change in character. Seriously, some people, when you know them when they were very little, they were introverts, but right now they are extroverts. They talk and talk and talk and talk without having any filter. They don't know when to stop, they just keep talking, and you just tell yourself, why? When I knew you 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you were not like this. Well, it's not them. It's just, I think it's normal, and it's not like they are pretending or anything. It's just the 20s having its own way in a way that it can. Number two is firm decision making. Well, this can go either ways. But I think when you're in your 20s, you begin to be in a situation where you don't want anybody to tell you what to do. When you take a decision, you don't want anybody to change it, not because you feel like the decisions are not worth it, but you feel like, why do you want to change my decision? This is the decision I've made. And even though you're going to make a mistake, you really don't care. You just want to take over your life. You want to have a say in your own life, and it's fine. It is very fine. It's going to build you for the future. It's going to make you a good risk taker and also a decision maker. So you don't have to be too harsh on yourself. And you don't have to look at yourself like, oh my god, I did not used to be like this before. How and when did I become like this? It's just training you for the future. Number three is sense of responsibility. Guys, mine happened even before I became 20. I wanted to leave my house. I wanted to be on my own. I wanted to be independent. I wanted to work. I'm saying it again, work. I wanted to provide for myself without having to call my parents. There was a time that my dad was like, hey, call me when you need something. And the truth is, I was not really even having much money, but I was rich, yes, in university. Not too much rich, but like I could survive. I was selling shoes, bags. I was selling okirika, that is second-hand clothes, thrift. I was selling everything, and I was okay. I was stable. I could borrow somebody 50,000. I will not feel it. I was, stable. So it's just a thing that comes with your 20s. You want to provide for yourself. You want to be independent. You want to go out and work for yourself, and you want to survive on yourself. You don't want anybody telling you what to do and what not to do. And the reason why most of us want to leave home when we are in our 20s is because most of our parents, especially African parents, they will not understand the length at which you want to go for hustle. You can't, especially in Nigeria, at least in my own house, you can't come back home after 9 and you expect my mom to just look at you, enter your room. You're going to tell her where you're coming from, what you've been doing since morning, why you didn't start that thing you're supposed to do since morning for you to be able to come back home before 8. So most of us just want to run out of that house because we feel like, if I'm not in this house, I'm going to be able to spread my wings and do a lot of things, and nobody's going to question me. We just do not want to be questioned, and it's very, very fine. A quick break in transmission. In case you've not subscribed onto this one, I've been giving you points and points and points, and you still don't want to subscribe. Why? Is it that you don't like my face, you don't like my hair, my dread? Or what exactly don't you like? Is it the points I'm giving you don't like? You have to like one thing. So just go now and subscribe, please. Leave a comment, like, share, please. Copy the links and share. That's going to make YouTube push my videos to other viewers too. The next one is self-awareness. You get to this point where you tell yourself this. This is me. This is what I would do in this situation. And believe me, you're going to do that same thing if you're in that situation because you already know yourself. You are self-aware of yourself. You know what nobody will ever catch you doing. You know what you are always going to be guilty of doing, and you've already accepted this in your head. You already know things like for me, right from my 20s, I already know that you can never find me drinking alcohol. You will not. You will not find me drinking alcohol. And I know things like you will always find me arguing. I will argue to the core. I will only give up because I don't want to argue anymore, not because you win me or anything. No, I will argue and argue and argue. So like I already know myself. I know that I am very contented, and you will always find me always contented. You will think I'm proud because I will always just think that whatever I have is the best thing that I can ever have. And I'm also God's favorite. I know that I'm very self-aware. God does things for me, sweetly and smoothly. And I'm very grateful for that. Number 5 is particularly very, very sensitive. This is the period when you're going to be aware of your features, and you will either love it or hate it. When I was very little, I was very insecure about my forehead. I will always tie my scarf to this point because I don't want anybody to see my forehead. It's very big, and just like Rihanna's own, very big, and I used to think it was ugly. I thought it was the ugliest thing on my body, and I hated it so much. And everybody makes jest of me using that. Any small thing, if I hit my head, they tell me it's because your head is big, your big forehead, goshi goshi. When I do good things, they tell me, it's because of your goshi. When I do bad things, especially bad things, they tell me it's because of your big forehead. So it made me very, very insecure. But right now, I have become that person that is super, super confident with my forehead. I do not like my teeth arrangement to then, but right now, I can also be a little bit of a self-development, self-improvement specialist. Untrained, but I did for myself. Anyways, so that's when you're going to discover these things, and it's very good for you to be able to accept these things and love these things regardless. Because I'm not against people that do surgeries and whatever, but this point, this period when you do not like these features and it keeps ringing a bell in your head and you cannot like it, you start to think of ways to change them, ways to improve them. And when you start to change them, you will continue to change them forever and ever. Somebody say amen. Number 6 is you want to be away from your family. God. Right from when I was maybe 18, because I finished university at the age of 20. But before I even finished university, I really do not like going home. I wanted to be on my own. I wanted to hustle, to buy this, buy that, to do business, to sell this, to sell that, and be on my own. I wanted to be independent. I wanted to be on my own. I wanted to have my own house. I did not want to go back home. And it's just something about the 20s. You just feel in your head that, hold up, 20, 2.0, I'm grown up. My dear, you're not. It's a feeling you're going to feel, and I'm telling you here free of charge. I would advise you leave that home if you can. Let me look straight into the camera and tell you again. If you have the money to be on your own, you have the fund, you have a way to survive, leave that home. You're going to survive, you're going to feel yourself, you're going to build yourself into the kind of person that you want to be. It can be good or bad, but try to make it good. But if you have the ability to leave that home, you can survive on your own, please leave. Like seriously leave. It's going to make you network with people. You can go out and come back at any time once you're going to do hustle, not go and do another thing, I don't know. But like once you're trying to look for a better future for yourself, I think you're going to do it better when you are on your own, not when you're in your parents' house. I stand to be corrected, but that's what I stand on. I love the way I'm hustling, struggling to make it, and it's a good story I want to tell my children, and I'm happy about. The last one is the fact that you make the biggest mistakes of your life in your 20s. You make the worst decision. You make the worst friend because of peer pressure. You have the worst enemies then because you chose the wrong friend, so you have the worst enemies. Don't be too harsh on yourself. It happens. Even in your 30s, it will still happen to you. You make mistakes. But that 20, it is just a sickness that you have to go through. Don't be too harsh on yourself. You're going to get out of it. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you have better ways of doing that thing. You know that way of doing that thing is the wrong way of doing it. So you have experience now, and in a way or two, you kind of know what not to do. Even though you are still in the search of what to do, but at least now you know what not to do. So I think you get me. If you stayed up to this point, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I would love to see you in my next video, which is going to be at the end of this video for you to click and watch the next one. Thank you. Like this video, subscribe, leave a comment. If you have a thing against it or you have anything to add to this point, things that you think happen in your 20s, share with us in the comment section. I will see you in my next video, which is the next video right now. Bye.